Welcome back. I am DJ Exec. With me, as always, it is Carlos Fandango. We are here for our second half of the Underground Sound, and I hope you enjoyed the first half because if I know Carlos, second half is going to be even better. So, what I'd like to ask you here is, I'm looking at these pictures here. RoseThorn, You'll Miss It.
Yeah, it's a bit of a curious one. There's nothing in to say where RoseThorn in the profile. There's nothing to say where RoseThorn is from, or any information. I looked a little bit. I did a quick check, but there's other RoseThorns out there in the ether, so it's difficult to find the information. All we do know is that RoseThorn joined in July the 16th, 2020, has uploaded one song to Slap so far recently, as recently as 7 days ago, and that's it. So, has, from looking at the profile pictures, is trying to carve out a sort of quite a distinct image, and it's almost that sort of I don't know if that's still an accepted phrase, but what they used to call gender bending, sort of the David Bowie kind of times. So there's that kind of thing going on, and I don't know. There's just something quirky about the track that I thought might appeal to some listeners and viewers. And it's a short track, so I thought it was worth giving it a go. Something a bit different for us.
Okay. It says that it's the latest single, You'll Miss It, and having joined in July 16th, 2020, this track being posted 7 days ago, maybe this is the first production of a huge act to come. We don't know. Let's take a listen to it right now. RoseThorn, You'll Miss It.
Obsession with the worst intention. Your brain is bad, you love affection. Make a fence and walk around it. You can't make sense, you haven't found it. Why would you think too hard? No, 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 no. Lay out your every card. Go, 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 go. You can't play every part. No, 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 no. Skip to the bleeding heart. Go, 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 I said go. Don't sit and wait, you killed your fate. Don't stop to blink, cause you'll miss it. Don't stop and stare, you're not prepared. Don't stop to think, cause you'll miss it. You'll miss it. You'll miss it. Small talk makes the watch go slower. Cameraman is going lower. Face it, you aren't going nowhere. Strike a pose and get them to stare. Why would you think too hard? No, 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 no. Lay out your every card. Go, 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 go. You can't play every part. No, 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 no. Skip to the bleeding heart. Go, 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 I said go. Don't sit and wait, you killed your fate. Don't stop to blink, cause you'll miss it. Don't stop and stare, you're not prepared. Don't stop to think, cause you'll miss it. You'll miss it. Don't sit and wait, you killed your fate. Don't stop to blink, cause you'll miss him. Don't stop and stare, you're not prepared. Don't stop to think, cause you'll miss it. Don't sit and wait, you killed your fate. Don't stop to blink, cause you'll miss it. Don't stop and stare, you're not prepared. Don't stop to think, cause you'll miss it. You'll miss it. You'll miss it.
So, what did you think?
Sorry, I was writing my last note as we were closing it out. We'll say that the vocals are probably overlaid, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that was done on purpose or not, because I think that this would fall in more into the punk category than it would alternative rock, because this is very reminiscent to like the Sex Pistols, Clash, or X-Ray Specs. the punk bands of the 80s, kind of like what you were saying, especially with the look, right, is kind of like that David Bowie, gender bending kind of like look to it. So it kind of gives me an inclination that maybe the vocals were done like that on purpose. Obviously there's not that much of a huge market for punk anymore. There used to be 70s, 80s for sure, Anarchy in the UK and all those good things. There's production issues, especially after the break, where the vocals are overpowering every single instrument that's there. And that's the portion that really made me think that the vocals were overlaid than them being on purpose. Maybe they are on purpose. I'm not exactly sure, but from a production standpoint, I would definitely, work on that a little bit. And this could be a good song because we do have, an 80s synth in there.
Yeah.
We got that thing going on. So it's not like there's nothing memorable about the song or anything like that. Short and sweet, 2 minutes 16, right? So could be record friendly, live friendly, video game friendly, whatever the case may be there. So, but I mean, it's lacking something. I can't put my finger on it exactly, but I think that there could be some improvements made to make this very memorable. Maybe if we layered a few more instruments in there, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's quite a sparse arrangement. It's got a little bit of the, as you say, retro sort of sound with the all those little bits in there. So there's a little bit of detail in there. I know I was in two minds about this one because I really like, there's certain aspects I really liked about it, which is the song itself is actually sort of quite catchy. I think you're right. It probably could do with a bit of beefing up, which would mean it would, just have a bit more oomph to it. Although I think the vocals probably do need to be the predominant instrument there. And because what he's done there is, RoseThorn has done, has acted the vocals in that Bowie-esque way. So you've got the character coming through in the vocals. It's almost like a feminine, more feminine sort of version of Lou Reed vocals, if you know what I mean. So it's kind of that sort of acted out vocals. And I like that. But the very modern style song, probably sort of Gen Z sort of generation. And I think what you said about punk, I think there's, I mean, I know a couple of people who are really into sort of the post-punk scene, and a lot of the modern music of the noughties has been very, very punk inspired. So, a lot of the Green Day sort of stuff is rock, but it's sort of punky as well, and it's not quite the same, but it's got that feel, the vibe, the attitude.
Right.
And I suppose that's what's coming through in the vocals is the attitude. I love that pre-chorus. No, 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 no. Go, 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 go. All that kind of thing. It really stays with you.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. It's the actual punk music. It's not that it's punk inspired. It is the actual punk music there, right? So that's what I'm talking about. Is because if you think back to the Clash of Sex Pistols, you had a lot of that going on. You had a lot of the same things going on here, and that's why I was making the comment, which is even though the vocals sound overlaid, maybe that's done on purpose to put the vocals into the forefront of the music, because it's not like you can't hear the music. It's not like the vocals totally drown everything out. It's just the fact that they're overpowering, especially after that midsection, right? So, either we're really onto something here, or we're just kind of like going crazy, So, but I mean, listen, it's an enjoyable song. It's definitely listenable. There's nothing wrong with it from the standpoint of music. I do believe that they're trying to get their kind of like a foot in there, right, with creating a brand image wise, right? Because unless that's the everyday style,
it might be just how RoseThorn is, so
right.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking, as far as RoseThorn is concerned here, from what I've seen, from what I've heard, I would compare the look at least to, like, let's say the likes of Silas Dean,
Yes.
who's another fabulous independent artist, will be on the Underground Presents very shortly. But you know,
Yeah,
but
very
kind of like,
cultivated sort of look, isn't it?
yeah, it's kind of like that thing where I'm taking my craft very seriously. So
Yeah.
I'm doing what I can to make it serious for me, right? And that's the thing is, and trying to portray that to people is going to be, I think, difficult these days. But you know, again, it's an enjoyable song. I would have liked a little bit more meat on the bones. I really would have, whether it be a backing layer, a bit more bass, whatever the case may be, something in the background at least, which is bringing the that kind of like, let's say 60s 70s kind of like punk, kind of like monotony, up to the up a little bit more towards the forefront, where the vocals come in, and that I think would be you know, a good song.
See, I was thinking it's got the attitude of punk. I don't hear it as a punk song, but I do hear it as a sort of actually that's more like it. It's the sort of kind of that punk inspired, more like a sort of Devo song. That kind of sort of it's that, because that was sort of punk, but it was also a little bit of synth in there, and it was a bit of a fusion of slightly sort of odd fusion of things going on there. I just think maybe even if they only beefed up the chorus parts or something, so it really, you know, hit you, and then calms down, comes all quiet again, because sometimes that juxtaposition really works well.
You know why this song is a hit?
Go on.
Because you and I are talking about it so much.
Yep.
Yeah. You understand? Like, here's the thing, because my take on the punk portion of it is because you constantly hear that good guitar
Right.
in the background, right? Whereas you're talking about, you're hearing Devo, where I'm saying kind of like, let's build this up a little bit. This is where I'm talking about. This is why this song is a hit, is we're talking about it. It's memorable. It's sticking in your mind. Definitely would listen to it again afterwards, just because of the conversation that we're having.
Yeah.
Right?
And do you know, when I heard the vocals, it made me think, do you know what? I keep meaning to act more of my. I try and do different vocal styles and approach songs in different ways when I write different songs, and I sing them differently. As you, if you heard my music, you hear that I've tried to do, you know, an Elvis one or a T-Rex one or this one or that one. But that was an acted song, and I mean, it might be that just his characters coming through, RoseThorn's characters coming through, but it just reminded me also that, you know, that Bowie used to act the songs, and I thought I really keep meaning to do that, and really do some songs that are real character songs where you're actually singing as someone and it being really expressive. Because the thing is, when you think you're being expressive into the mic, this is a good thing to talk about, actually, because, you know, when you're singing into the mic and you think you're being expressive and you hear it back, it's just like when you're acting in front of a video camera or something and you think you're sort of, you know, doing all these amazing sort of acting and stuff, and you look back and you're sort of talking very monotone, and you think, wow, I thought I was putting myself into that. But you have to really really put yourself into it and exaggerate to get the performance that you need, and that's often the case, and I think that's what's happened there is RoseThorn has put the performance into that vocal there, and that's really what carries the song.
All I'm going to say at this point is well done, because we're talking about this. We've been talking about it for a few minutes already, so very well done. You know, we do analyze songs and we do talk about songs, but the whole thing is that this one we're really tearing apart piece by piece by piece by piece, which is starting to make me think that that was the original intention, especially with the look there. Maybe we were going for that let's get to talking about Bowie thing again, right? And so yeah, I totally understand the point here. I'm still sticking with punk. You still stick with, you know, your view.
Post-punk.
I'm still gonna say punk, but in either case, I do like it just because it sparked up the conversation, right? Which I'm sure that there's a lot of people that would listen to the song who are musicians that would start talking about this again, which would make this a very memorable song. So very well done. Thumbs up. Damn, that might have to be a certified banger.
Could be.
It
You
might
say tomato, I say tomato.
it might have to be. I'm gonna have to listen to it again and really like kind of like focus. But it might have to be just because of this conversation. There's been a lot of back and forth just on what we're thinking about it, where as opposed to we can quickly go to who we're thinking about and kind of like compare styles and things of that nature. So very well done. Welcome to the underground sound, I should say. And wow. Okay. So now I'm kind of like all discombobulated. So we need to hold on.
Well, that's done its job then, that song. That's good.
Yeah, it definitely has. So yeah.